Having some trouble today. Uh-oh. Turn back. Turn back time. A couple weeks ago, I shared on my social media some of the code that I've been working on. By the way, follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you want to stay up with what's going on with me. Sometimes I share things there that may be interesting to you, so check that out. But anyways, many of y'all don't know, but I'm a backend developer, and I have been so for a couple of years now. But it made me think, let's do some back-end projects. So here I am. With us all being quarantined and Corona happening outside, I started to have more time to think about projects and things that I want to do. So one of the projects that came into mind kind of came about within the height of the coronavirus, and it's my dentist's office would call me and reschedule my appointment. Thumbs up or let me know below if you've experienced this during the pandemic. But they called me to reschedule my appointment, and I was like, are you guys calling everybody? Like, this must be exhausting. Also, idea. So that's one part of the project, but I figured we'd start with the bare bones basics. Since the project stemmed from dentist appointments, I'm going to keep that theme, that same theme for the project. So everything that I'm going to be coding is going to have everything to do with dentist appointments instead of like just regular appointments. But feel free to like cater them to anything that you want to do. This project will focus on building out the admin portion. So any information the staff would be able to see, that's what we're going to be focusing on for this part of the project. So if you're interested in that, of course, keep on listening in. If you're not interested in that, and if you have any additional ideas, I'd love to hear about them. Bring them below, and hey, maybe those are projects that you can create on your own as well. But this is going to focus on creating an area for staff to, manage users, manage appointments, and then also all the things that come with that. So with all of that, we're going to need data. So that's going to be a large part of what we're going to be doing, is adding data to initial set of data to this project. And then also just updating users. Maybe somebody has changed their address or something like that, and we want to fix that. Maybe this new appointment they scheduled just no longer works out for them. So we're also going to maneuver those situations as well, which I'm super excited about. So some of you may be wondering, how are we going to be creating this? Like, what's going to be the tech stack? Well, I'll tell you. I'll be using Laravel, a PHP framework, and SQL to build out this application. So I know some people might be like, PHP, what? So if PHP is not your jam, you can always follow along on this project and build it out in another language of your choice, such as Python or JavaScript. So here are the tools that we're going to be using. So I'm going to be using Notion for project planning, and I'm going to apologize right now, okay? Because I literally thought that I filmed the process of me planning out this project. I did not, but fret not. You'll be able to see it, the things I do have in Notion during the videos that come after this one. So don't worry, you'll be able to see it. It's honestly not that much information. The main things in Notion that have the most information is how I built out my tables. You'll see that during the first episode. I show you how to make those tables and make sure they have the right column names and all that other jazz. The next thing I'll be using is Visual Studio Code, just because it's accessible and it's already on my machine, so why not? So I'm going to be using that. I'll be using a terminal, specifically I'll be using Hyper, but you could use any terminal of your choice that you would like to use. And then I'll be using Table Plus for my database GUI. So if you're interested in looking at that, you can also use that, or you can just use SQL through the terminal. Whatever your jam is, do that. This project is also going to be on GitHub, and I want to put out a disclaimer right now. Please know that with any project that you have, changes to code do happen, so keep that in mind. And any changes that I do make will be pushed up in the form of commits on my GitHub page, and I will link that to you in each of the videos. So if you're interested in following along with the commit messages or just looking at the code, maybe where we're at in terms of the project, you can also follow along there. And then, like I said, if you ever have any suggestions or you have questions or you're confused or whatever, please make sure to comment below and let me know those things. If you're doing great, I'd love to hear that too. If you maybe started out on this project and you came up with another project idea, or maybe you did none of that and you just watching this video, thank you for watching this video, first of all. But also, hopefully this does provide you with some sort of motivation or a codivation, boom, to do your own code project and, you know, present something to the world. I don't know. The great thing about this project is, since we are starting with the bare basics of the project, literally you could make it into anything that you want to do. So that was just my initial idea, was like, let's do something basic first, and then we'll see how it goes in the future. We may continue on with it. I might just let you use your imagination, and then you can do whatever you want with your project. Either way, I'm super excited. I have not shared code on this channel for a very long time. So if you want to check out any of those other videos I've done HTML and CSS videos, I'll link those below. And then I've also did like an intro to Git. So if you're interested in that, I will link all those videos below, and they will be in the cards if you're interested in watching those. I said all this to say I'm very excited for you to join me in the weeks to follow. Hopefully we can knock this out fairly quickly. And maybe you could learn some PHP along the way. I don't know. Maybe you could learn to love PHP. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank y'all for making it this far into the video. If you did make it to the end, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up, comment below, say you made it to the end, or maybe don't do any of those things, which that would make me sad. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I understand that. But either way, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the videos to come. And as always, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And share this video with someone who you think may need it. Or just may find it to be a great video. I don't know, your jam. I'll see you next time. Bye.